So a few traditions that happen on this day include lighting candles around the house, because the candlelight is said to ward off the centipedes and scorpions that might be crawling around your house about now. On this day, people also pay tribute to the medicine god, also known as Fuxi, who we discussed earlier, as well as the literature god. Another tradition that happens on this day is called Jie Baobei, or Collect Your Babies. It's when daughters who married off to other families go back to their original families for a visit. And another tradition is paying respect to the rice grinder, because the rice grinder is said to be the dragon's mortal form. Some people will also turn the wheel on the rice grinder right side up to symbolize the dragon lifting his head up. Another tradition on this day is to get a haircut. There's several reasons for this. One is to get rid of the old and welcome the new. Another is because people aren't allowed to get their haircuts in the first month of the Lunar New Year. In fact, there's a saying, 正月见头死舅舅. If you get your hair cut on the first month, you'll kill your uncle. Actually, this originated when the Ming Dynasty collapsed and the Qing Dynasty took over. When that happened, the Manchu Qings required all the males in China to get their heads shaved in a queue, the way they did. Naturally, many proud Chinese resisted this show of submission. Not cutting their hair became known as Sijiu, or remembering the old days of the Ming Dynasty. But maybe, because it came with a death penalty under the Qing government, it could result in a dead uncle, or Sijiu. There are a few taboos on this day. One is people are not allowed to grind rice or move their carts around because this is said to crush the dragon's bones. Women are also told not to do needlework on this day in fear of the needle going through the dragon's eye. And that would be bad. Another custom is for people to take a bamboo pole and go smack the walls of their house around. This is called waking the dragon. Another tradition is to take ashes from the furnace and make a ash dragon from your house to the well. Yahoo! And then to take rice chaff and go back from the well and make a golden dragon to the house. And another tradition is to take furnace ashes and surround the house with them to protect the house from evil and misfortune. It's also believed that on this day, well water is full of dragon's eggs, so people will often collect a bucket full of dragon water and bring it back home to bring their household good fortune. Taiwan also has a few particular traditions for this day. On this day, they worship the earth god, just like the South, because Taiwan probably already has enough water from plum rains and typhoons and the ocean surrounding it. The Taiwanese will also wrap runbing, a kind of Asian burrito that symbolizes bounty. Communities will also celebrate Chifuto or Toya. This involves community worship, making offerings to the gods, community theater, and feasts. Another tradition is called shunchong, or smoking the bugs. This involves making cakes and dumplings out of dates, then frying them in oil to attract a dragon with their fragrance. The dragon, being king of insects, will keep all the harmful insects away. Some of the foods eaten on this day include guzhui, or handmade noodles. On this day they're called door bolt noodles. They're said to prop up your door and keep your household stable and at peace for the year. People also roast beans because of the legend. They also make chunbing, which on this day are called dragon scales. They're believed to protect and strengthen the dragon as he flies back to heaven to make rain for everybody. People use the chunbing to wrap up their hucai, or stir-fried vegetable mix. So on this day, food is typically named after parts of the dragon. For instance, the chunbings, as we said, are called dragon scales because they sort of look like dragon scales. Dumplings are sometimes called dragon's ears, or horns, or eyes, or teeth. It's kind of a stretch, but okay. And rice is called dragon seed because it kind of looks like jizz. Other foods eaten on this day include fried oil cakes, popcorn, also because of the legend, fried greens, sun cakes, sesame pastries, and cartwheel cakes. It's also common for people to give pineapples to old people on this day. Maybe because pineapples look like dragons, I don't know. And another traditional food eaten is pig's head. Maybe because it looks like a dragon's head, or maybe because after Chinese New Year there isn't much of the pig left to eat. And that pretty much concludes this presentation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, favorite the video, and share with your friends. Bye-bye. And remember, everything you just heard is totally pointless. This holiday is dead as far as modern Chinese people are concerned.